Hello and welcome to another update video about Aave. Aave continues to be sort of in this sideways movement here. We still haven't got a clear picture of which of these two scenarios is playing out. I mean, I've got my primary expectation here on the chart that we're going to talk about in this video, and also the alternative. However, this is no change to the previous video where I already mentioned my target and the alternative and the primary expectation actually. So generally, Aave is one of the better charts like BNB, Ethereum, Matic, Quant. And so far it's worked out really nicely, right? So we've been observing this chart for a while. We have identified this as a 5-wave move, a wave 1. Somewhere up here I made a video and said we're probably going to come down into this yellow area, which we did. And we're going to reverse out of it with the highest, or with a high likelihood. Should we drop below $60, the bearish scenario will get in control, yeah, and will become the primary one. But we didn't get below 60, and we have reversed from here. And in this area down here, we've also waited here in this sideways range for one more low, which is then also, you know, we were looking for the low. We saw that low. I bought at 67, made you aware, and then in that move up I took some profits at, I think it was $87, $88. Yeah, I think I took out 40 or 50%. So my plan at the moment, oh no, I'll talk about my plan in a minute, my strategy, but the view is at the moment that obviously if this was a wave 1 up and a wave 2 down, this wave or this structure that has then started now to the upside should be the wave 3. Okay, so a bit like Ethereum, yeah, where we say this was a wave 1, this was a wave 2, and we are moving higher in the third wave. This at the moment seems likely. Is it guaranteed? No, of course not. Does it seem likely? Yes. So the view is that this here is only at the moment the first wave of that third wave, or maybe even smaller. Maybe it's only the first wave of the first wave of the third wave. We'll see. That is not so important at the moment. What is important is to see what are the options the price could take now. You know, what could the price do? What could the market do? What are the capabilities within this structure and the possible targets? So we moved up in a 5-wave move. Yeah, here it seemed exhausted. Profit taking was the plan. And also so there was another reason why I took profits, not only because we counted 5 waves up, but also because this was an ascending wedge, which is a bearish pattern where you expect it to break out to the downside, which it did. Yeah, we came down, said, okay, maybe we'll see a counter reaction to the upside in a wave B, a retest, which is quite bearish, and then a move down in wave C of 2. So the primary expectation is that this is the wave C, and we've seen here a wave 1 down, a wave 2 up, and we should be rolling over in a 3 down, 4 up, and 5 down. And it should take us into this region between $70 and 77. That's the primary expectation. The alternative is that we will see one more high in this first wave, so that the wave 1 wasn't finished here, but it will finish here, because it is holding quite well at the moment. We're moving up, I mean, not too strongly, but yeah, you know, we did see a little bit of a movement to the upside. And the point is that Ethereum and Bitcoin are still expected to make another high. So that could push Aave to another move to the upside. What does it mean for me? At the moment, especially on the weekend, I'm not doing anything here. I am positioned, yeah, I bought down here. I took profits here, 50%. I still have 50% of my position open, which means if we see one more push up, I will probably close my position, I guess, or take another 50% of that. I'm not entirely sure yet, because if we see one more leg up, then for me this would be a very strong indication that this is then the end of that 5-wave move. So it would then look like 1, 2, 3. This was the 4 as a running flat, and the 5 is still happening, right? So that would be my alternative option, but we need to have it on the radar. Huh? It's part of my strategy, and that's always what I try to encourage people to do, to think strategically, think about the options, and if you get the options, you can make your plan. That's why I didn't take 100% of profits, because the chance is we still push higher, right? And even if we don't push higher, yeah, I at least took a good portion of the trade out, took profits, decent profits, and will then scale in again. So if this is the scenario that works out, 5 up, 3 down, and we'll scale in again in this area with a plan to trade the wave 3. So clear strategy, I think. If we move higher, I'm just going to wait, take some profits, and then scale in wave 2, because it would happen after that with a high likelihood. Or if it happens straight away, I'm going to scale in here. Here's important to have patience. Yeah, I mean, this could be already, and I'm telling you that if this is the wave 4, which I currently only have as an alternative, then, you know, we could have had here already a 1, 2, here the 3, 4, 5, and we're pushing higher, you know, and then and pushing higher. So this could work out, but for me it's not high likelihood, especially not on a weekend. So I'm just gonna hold off and just wait for the dip, basically, right? Or if I see that move up, I'm gonna take some more profits. And that is why it's so important to plan your entries ahead. Yeah, to plan a good entry, to plan a good positioning. I always try to buy as deep in support as possible, which is here. And the Elliott Wave method allowed me to do that, because I've been holding off from buying. I saw the potential in the chart, but for me it was likely to see one more low, which then happened, and I bought, right? Pretty much at the bottom here. And this entry allows me now so much flexibility, right? Because I'm not under pressure. You know, I took profits, I can take profits if we go higher, or I just buy in with the profits I took at a lower price in this wave 2 area. So I always try to embed a little bit of a strategy thinking and talk in these videos, because as I always say, you know, the Elliott Wave method is for me the best method to identify low risk, high reward setups, because the invalidation points are so clear and the price targets can be so clearly defined and are so accurate. Sometimes it's really scary, but I also need to say sometimes you get cold runs and you're not hitting the waves because you have a wrong assumption, which of course happens as well, you know. But yeah, that's my view about Aave. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.